Hello and welcome to MBKM Models. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and follow for more aircraft documentaries and model build videos. Richard Dick Ira Bong, September 24, 1920 to August 6, 1945, was a United States Army Air Forces Major and Medal of Honor recipient in World War II. He was one of the most decorated American fighter pilots and the country's top flying ace of the war, credited with shooting down 40 Japanese aircraft, all with the Lockheed P-38 Lightning fighter. He died in California while testing a Lockheed P-80 jet fighter shortly before the war ended. Bong was posthumously inducted into the National Aviation Hall of Fame in 1986 and has several commemorative monuments named in his honor around the world, including an airport, 2 bridges, a theater, a veterans historical center, a recreation area, a neighborhood terrace, and several avenues and streets, including the street leading to the National Museum of the United States Air Force in Dayton, Ohio. Bong was born September 24, 1920, in Superior, Wisconsin, the first of 9 children born to Carl Bong, an immigrant from Sweden, and Dora Bryce, who was an American of Scotch-English descent. Known by the common nickname Dick, he grew up on a farm in Poplar, Wisconsin, where he became interested in aircraft at an early age while watching planes fly over the farm carrying mail for President Calvin Coolidge's summer White House in Superior, and was an avid model builder. Bong entered Poplar High School in 1934, where he played the clarinet in the marching band and participated in baseball, basketball, and hockey. Because Poplar was a 3-year school at the time, Bong transferred to Central High School in Superior for his senior year. Graduating in 1938, he began studying at Superior State Teachers College, the current-day University of Wisconsin-Superior, in 1938. While there, Bong enrolled in the civilian pilot training program and also took private flying lessons. On May 29, 1941, he enlisted in the Army Air Corps Aviation Cadet program. One of his flight instructors was Captain Barry Goldwater, who was later a U.S. Senator from Arizona. Bong's ability as a fighter pilot was recognized while he was training in Northern California. He was commissioned a second lieutenant and awarded his pilot wings on January 19, 1942. His first assignment was as an instructor gunnery pilot at Luke Field, Arizona from January to May 1942. His first operational assignment was on May 6 to the 49th Fighter Squadron FS, 14th Fighter Group at Hamilton Field, California, where he learned to fly the twin-engine Lockheed P-38 Lightning. On June 12, 1942, Bong flew very low and buzzed over a house in nearby San Anselmo, the home of a pilot who had just been married. He was cited and temporarily grounded for breaking flying rules, along with 3 other P-38 pilots who had looped around the Golden Gate Bridge on the same day. For looping the Golden Gate Bridge, flying at a low level down Market Street in San Francisco, and blowing the clothes off of an Oakland woman's clothesline, Bong was reprimanded by General George C. Kenney, commanding officer of the 4th Air Force, who told him, "If you didn't want to fly down Market Street, I wouldn't have you in my Air Force, but you are not to do it anymore and I mean what I say." Kenney later wrote, "We needed kids like this lad." In all subsequent accounts, Bong denied flying under the Golden Gate Bridge. Nevertheless, Bong was still grounded when the rest of his group was sent without him to England in July 1942. Bong then transferred to another Hamilton Field unit, the 84th Fighter Squadron of the 78th Fighter Group. From there, Bong was sent to the Southwest Pacific area. Bong was then flown overseas as a passenger aboard a B-24 Liberator from Hawaii via Hickam Field to Australia. Upon arrival, Bong was assigned to a newly formed P-38 fighter unit, the 17th Fighter Squadron Provisional. By November 1942, Bong was transferred to the 49th Fighter Group, 49th FG, 9th Fighter Squadron, 9th FS. The Flying Knights were flying the P-40 Warhawk and were famous from their aerial defense of Darwin between March 1942 until August 1942. Afterwards, the 9th Fighter Squadron was one of 2 units in the 5th Air Force selected for conversion to the P-38 Lightning. Bong was among a group of new pilots in the Southwest Pacific Area SWPA with experience flying the new twin-engine fighter. They helped these pilots convert from the P-40 Warhawk and P-39 era Cobra to the P-38 Lightning. In November, while the squadron waited for delivery of the scarce P-38s, Bong and other 9th FS pilots were reassigned temporarily to fly missions and gain combat experience with the 39th Fighter Squadron, 35th Fighter Group, based in Port Moresby, New Guinea. On December 27, Bong claimed his initial aerial victory, shooting down a Mitsubishi A6M and a Nakajima Ki-43 Oscar over Buna during the Battle of Buna-Gona. For this action, Bong was awarded the Silver Star. Bong rejoined the 9th FS, by then equipped with P-38s. In January 1943 the 49th FG was based at Hickam Field near Port Moresby. In April, he was promoted to first lieutenant. On July 26, Bong claimed 4 Japanese fighters over Leh, in an action that earned him the Distinguished Service Cross. In August, he was promoted to captain. While on leave to the United States the following November and December, Bong met Marjorie Vattendahl at a Superior State Teachers College homecoming event and began dating her. After returning to the Southwest Pacific in January 1944, he named his P-38 Marge and adorned the nose with her photo. On April 12, Captain Bong shot down his 26th and 27th Japanese aircraft, surpassing Eddie Rickenbacker's American record of 26 credited victories in World War I. Soon afterwards, he was promoted to major by General Kenny and dispatched to the United States to see General Hap Arnold, who gave him a leave. After visiting training bases and going on a 15-state bond promotion tour, Bong returned to New Guinea in September. He was assigned to the 5th Fighter Command Staff as an advanced gunnery instructor with permission to go on missions but not to seek combat. Bong continued flying from Tacloban, Leyte. During the Philippines campaign by the 17th of December, he had increased his air-to-air victory claims to 40. Bong considered his gunnery accuracy to be poor, so he compensated by getting as close to his targets as possible to make sure he hit them. In some cases he flew through the debris of exploding enemy aircraft, and on one occasion collided with his target, which he claimed as a probable victory. On the recommendation of General Kenny, the Far East Air Force commander, Bong received the Medal of Honor from General Douglas MacArthur in a special ceremony in December 1944. Bong's Medal of Honor citation says that he flew combat missions despite his status as an instructor, which was one of his duties as standardization officer for the 5th Fighter Command. His rank of major would have qualified him for a squadron command, but he always flew as a Flight 4 plane or Element 2 plane leader. In January 1945, Kenny sent America's Ace of Aces home for good. Bong married Vattendahl on February 10, 1945. He participated in numerous PR activities, such as promoting the sale of war bonds. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and until next time.